You get lost in your imperfections. You get lost in the things you want. But if you slow down for just 1 second, you might feel way better than you thought. And if you took a second to breathe, took a minute to cry, well maybe you would see that all this time I've been right here. Baby, I know it, life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Maybe we could go and find a view if we need some entertainment. But we don't have to hurry, cause our conversation's always entertaining. And if you just want me to listen, I can do that too. Because all that I can do for you, I'll do. Oh yeah, baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
Well, hello, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey, Joe, how's it going, man? Yeah, so you guys are so used to it. Yeah, so obviously we're late. We have good reason for it, though. We had a bunch of cool stuff to set up for today's live stream, but we also needed to do some garden tending. And it was a must. It needed to be done before it got hot. So,
Yep.
yeah. So, hello. A fantastic Sunday to you and a very good coffee. I have an announcement to make, and some of you already know what that announcement is. But this is going to be the last time that we do a sTEaD Talks just like this. On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Yes.
Because it is just way too hard for us to get here on time with all the other things that we have to do. before Sunday's live stream, and it's just unrealistic. And I respect your guys' time, and if you're gonna like hang out and chat with us, I don't want to. I don't want to have a situation where you're just waiting around, you know? So, what we're going to do is from now on, we're going to do the sTEaD Talks live stream on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock Pacific. So, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. It's not going to work for some people, it's going to be great for others. But it's going to work for us, and I think that is the part that that if it's working for us, then we're not going to be late and having all kinds of uh, issues. There may be some surprise things that happen today because we've got one of the twins is throwing a fit, and he just kicked the door open on the office. So yeah. Anyway, so 6 o'clock Pacific time Wednesdays. We are going to start this Wednesday because I have a trip I need to go on, and then I'll be back by the following Wednesday. It's going to work out perfectly. And then Sunday mornings, I'm probably still going to just earlier at like 8 o'clock have a live stream that we can all just kind of hang out and talk and chat. It won't be like this. So.
Did you say Sundays?
Yeah, on Sundays I'm gonna still do that because I did get a lot of feedback from people that they're like, I just want to drink coffee and talk about homesteading with you, and we want to turn the sTEaD Talks live stream into like a show, which today you're gonna get a little taste of what we're doing on that. So, let's see, more to the left. Something like that, Joe. Is that better? Joe asked, "Can you shift the camera more to your left? There is some obstruction next to Carrie." Yeah, that was the door. That was the door being open from the you know,
right.
yeah. Yeah.
Sense.
From the hey, when you have 5 kids, one of them is always going to be throwing a fit at some time. So like Doris said here, cool, can't get it right for everyone, but you still always answer everyone. Yeah, we certainly try to, and that also applies to the children. Can't always get them. So let's just take a look here. We got Doris in the chat. Hi, Doris. We got Joe in the chat. Hi, hello, Joe. We got Ray in the chat. Hello, Ray. And Roy. That's fun. Ray and Roy here in the chat.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sweet. So anyway, today we have some updates. We have the various things that are happening around here, and we're also going to be talking about taking the time to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy the little things, because it can get really busy in this lifestyle this time of year, and it becomes difficult to just kind of go, wow, we have a pretty awesome life, when every single second of the day is being used to do something, you know. You ever feel like that? Like sometimes it's hard to stop and smell the roses. Not that we have roses.
You know, I don't know. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You're really good at that kind of stuff.
But I like to go out and smell the roses, as it were, play some piano.
Or the wildflowers.
The wildflowers.
Hey, Caitlin. Good to see you. So okay. Well, cool. So we'll get into that a little more, and we've got all kinds of fun stuff set up for today, or at least I think it's fun, and maybe you guys will be like, eye roll, you know, like do one of those. But if that's the case, you know, maybe you just indulge me and let me know what you think in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're watching on Facebook, we also have our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the 7Kin Media, the 7Kin Homestead Facebook page as well. So, yeah, so let's see, Joe here. had a calf born last night on our place. Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's super awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting our animal game back in, you know, and having our pigs and maybe I might think about getting a dairy cow, because that would be a lot of fun.
That would be
And
awesome.
we have enough kids that each one could milk the cow on a day, right? And since there's 7 of us, and if I counted correctly, there's 7 days in a week, we could each take that chore on, you know, or on my day I just delegate it to somebody else. That's could also happen. So, so
I like milk and cheese.
yeah, milk and cheese and everything else. I've been watching. I get in these deep dives on subjects, and I have watched probably what feels like 250 years worth of content on cheese making recently. And so I can't wait to actually put that to use, or otherwise it will have all been for naught. Is it Cheyenne? Hey, Cheyenne.
Cool. Hi.
You're raised your dad. Your dad's a good dude. Oh, you're one of the twins. How cool. Well, a good coffee to you, and very nice to meet you in the chat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Should we start with our first new segment? Oh no, let's do a an update on Merlin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys know our new husky. If you watched our last video that we put out, we got a free Craigslist husky, and his name is Merlin. He is absolutely amazing. And one of the things in the video was him chasing the chickens, and he has a super high prey drive, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go because he was all about them chickens. And I am happy to say that after a week, if he'll still kind of circle the chicken coop, but he's not like actively trying to dig and jump and scratching
not
things.
Once, actually.
Not even one time.
Jumped once since like day 2 or 3.
He's been doing amazingly well, and when we call him away from the chicken coop, he actually comes. So I can't ask for any more from a dog who is basically bred to, you know, chase down stuff, and chickens are quick little things that they can chase down. So the concern I had about it is pretty well handled, and then we've all been working with him on doing different tricks. So he's got sit, shake,
lay down,
speak, and we're working on come and stay.
Well, he's got come pretty good.
He's got come pretty good, but stay.
No, stay we're working on.
Yeah, so
which he's been successful a few times doing, and we'll just keep at it.
Yeah.
It's been amazing getting to know him. Our first video was
when we just met him.
We just met him.
Here he is now.
Yeah, and he's amazing. I've taken him to the lake a couple times, and he's got his harness on, but he's like, he goes, he can explore, or he'll just chill with us, and then when I just give a whistle or call for him, he'll be like, yeah, 1 sec, and then he'll just come barreling back, like, amazing.
Yeah. He's I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. He's everything that I wanted in a dog, and I've had dogs my whole life. I've never had a dog that was like Merlin, and so we're very happy to have him, and it's pretty fantastic.
He's wonderful with the kids.
Yeah, super good.
Just a sweetheart.
Which segues perfectly into the next little part of our talk, which is stopping and smelling the roses and recognizing the little things that bring joy into your life. Merlin is definitely one of those little things, although he's not little. He's like an 80-pound husky, right. Which is pretty big for a husky. So we have a little segment that we wanted to start, and it's called Little Things. It might have been a little loud. Sorry about that. But that's the intro to our Little Things segment. And it's so important to just be able to stop and go, what are the things in my life that are causing me joy? It's also important to go, what are the things in my life that aren't causing me joy, and get rid of them, or at least take steps to improve the situation. But it is very important to recognize that we all have things in our life that are good and that are amazing and that put a smile on our face. And I would like to show you one of those things that happened for me this week.
So I heard there's a test you can do to see if your soil is more alkaline or more acidic. Here's what you need. Add some soil. Mix it up. All right, we're going to add the vinegar, and if it's fizzing, then it's more alkaline. Wow. Hardly. Give a listen. Wow. I thought it'd be way more alkaline. All right, we're going to add baking soda to this one. And see what happens there. Yeah, they're both barely fizzing. That means I made really good stuff. That's why my stuff is growing.
Was that fun or what?
I was pretty shocked.
Yeah, she was totally shocked, but seeing that video and the look on her face, because I was looking at the camera when we filmed it, but like seeing the video and actually seeing the look on her face was, it was fantastic. It gave me so much joy. It made me so happy. Actually, you can hear at the end of the video, I'm like, you know, that's my so much joy laugh. You know, I have different laughs for different things. You know, that was my so much joy laugh.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat. What are some of the things in your life, the little things, the things that other people might not think of as like joyous occasions, but the things that actually do bring you quite a bit of joy? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What do you think? What's something for you while they're putting stuff in the chatski?
You know, for me, it's like just spending a little time with, like, one-on-one with one of the kids. Last night, one of my daughters was like, "You want to watch me draw?" And I was like, "Sure." And then, you know, so then it was like, what should she draw? And then just, you know, those little special times that are super fun, or hanging out with Phoenix while she's, you know, we're looking for a lizard or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found myself last night. I was sitting on the couch, outside, the outdoor couch, and I was staring up at the stars, and it was so interesting because we would go outside when we lived back in the city, and we'd look up at the stars, and we could see like if there was a planet or maybe like two or three other stars that
The
were up
major
in the sky,
ones,
the
Big
the
Dipper.
major ones. Yeah, but to go outside and sit down in the pitch black because there was no moon last night, and it just be the whole sky full of stars, and I sat there long enough staring at it to actually see the stars move a little bit, you know, in the sky, and that brought me an incredible amount of joy.
Mm-hmm.
And then especially when Brooklyn came out and she was like just sitting out there with me. We weren't talking, no noise. We were just looking at the stars, and it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Hey, look at this guy. He he has snuck in. Um, he snuck in and is trying to get the tablet, but I put it in a place where he can't get it. Today I shall not be outsmarted by a 5-year-old. Maybe. We'll see. At least for this period. So let's see what's in the chat. Hey, Lila.
Hey.
Good to see you. Yeah, we were late again. You missed what we said, though. We're actually going to start doing the live stream on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock Pacific, because we just can't make the Sunday 10:30 time and have it not be a problem. So yeah. All right, let's see what Doris has to say. So I enjoy just easy working in the yard with Roy and Thor. Yeah, that isn't that nice, where you just, it's not like there's a deadline that you have to get done. You have to get the thing done like right now and blah 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 blah, which is, you know, how I operate. I don't know why. Yeah. So this is the
I'll be
effect of the
I'll be
fit.
right back.
Yeah. You know, in Hollywood, they say never work with children or animals. We have both. So that picture found its way onto the ground. Jackson, you need to go, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is super fun. You gonna fix it? Yeah. All right. Let's see what Caitlin has to say. Watching my boys be happy and making memories with them camping or fishing or whatever. Yeah, that is that is the best. Carrie took the kids to the lake yesterday while I was getting some work done, and she brought home these pictures, which we'll probably do some Facebook posts and just kind of uh, show everybody what's been happening that we haven't been able to show just yet. Because aside from this very interesting thing that's happening during this live stream, things have been pretty amazing. Yeah. Let's see, what's Joe got? New life. Have a little bunny that visits me every morning. Comes within 3 or 4 feet of me as it eats. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we have jackrabbits like crazy out here. Although I will say, since Merlin's been here, I haven't seen any. So yeah. And then Lila has having my sump pump work to unflood us without having to wiggle it brings me joy. Yeah. Oh man, I have all of these tasks that I call son of a tasks, and it's because every time I have to do that task, I'm like son of a, like that, and so yeah, it's good. That's not the case today. Oh, well, I hope wiggling it gets it working, and that's all good. Doris loves looking at the stars or a fire in the fire pit. Me too. It's just like my favorite thing in the whole world. Lisa, he's in stealth mode, Dad. You didn't actually see him. Yeah, I didn't, but I heard him. Yeah, so. Let's see what Ray says. Fishing on a riverbank all night beside a campfire, drinking a nice cold silver bullet. Yeah, they won't let you down. Yeah, I love it. I have not been fishing since we lived out here last, so I'm gonna have to actually do that one. And then as a comment on the new time, Lila, oh good, that's a better time for me also. It turns out that it's a better time for everybody, and I was doing Sunday mornings because I thought everybody's just kind of hanging out at home. And I was incorrect. All right, and then Roy, walk down over the hill in the woods. Yeah, I do that too, especially at night. I'd like to walk down to the bottom of our property and then walk back, and it's pretty amazing. So are you coming back in, love? Yeah. Hey, Jackson, you're going to need to go in the front. All right. Yeah. Ah, hunting wild herbs. That's also really fun. I found out recently that we have a ton of edible forageables on our property. I have really messed up teeth. There is a plant that grows all over our property that is amazing for toothaches, and I get them all the time. So my teeth are essentially made out of chalk, and so so they hurt quite a bit. Yeah, so that's really good. It's just all over the place too. I thought it was just a weed, but it is something that's that's good. Let's see. Have friends say the Budweiser bad for you these days. Yeah, yeah, that's what I hear. I'm not a big drinker, but I have been following that story because it's been unbelievable. Yeah, you got to read the room. That's the trick. You got to read the room. Ah, Joe, you have a podcast on Wednesdays, so poop. What's your podcast about? Let me know and shoot a link into the chat there, and maybe we can all check it out. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, that those are all awesome things, and I can only encourage you to just do more of those things, even if you have to pepper them into your already busy day, and do those things that cause you joy at an increasing amount each week. So if you do the thing that you like once a week, try next week to do it twice, maybe three times. Do it like that. I think you'll find that life becomes a lot less stressful. Hey, Josh, how's it going, man? I missed you the last couple weeks. I mean, how would I have gotten along without somebody calling me chubby? So, which, you know, we stopped doing the weigh in a while ago, but I can tell subjectively that I'm probably down another 6 or 7 pounds. So, which is more accurate than I'm pretty sure the scale was. So, oh, what's that plant that's good for toothaches? Is that the Western? What's it called? That grows all over the property?
Western mustard.
Western mustard. Yeah, and it's all over the place.
It's got a peppery taste. It's really good.
It does have a peppery taste. It's pretty interesting. But you just wad it up and then stuff it into the tooth or the area that hurts, and
Or you can grind it up.
yeah, in like a mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Lisa, all you need to heal anything is outside. Yeah, that is true. I mean, it grows all over the place. We also found out we have this thing called miner's lettuce all over the place, and I've been seeing it in everybody's videos that I've been watching. And then I'll comment, "Hey, you've got miner's lettuce," and they don't know what it is, and it's delicious. I mean,
Yeah.
it is really, really good. I walked in the other day. Phoenix, who is standing here by the door, and who is also a very picky eater, was just had a handful of it and was just chomping on it. I'm like, yes, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's really good. A good source of vitamin C.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's what the miners used to do to fight off scurvy.
Yeah.
All right. What is it called? The toothache plant. The only name I have heard. Lisa should know its real name. I don't know its real name off the top of my head.
I can look it up. Here, let me see what I do.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah, but it's called Western mustard out here. Lisa's favorite thing is naps. That's the nice thing.
Sounds
Man.
amazing.
Oh man, occasionally I'm starting to put back in that siesta schedule where you work real hard and then like after your 2 o'clock snack you take a little rest when it's super hot outside. Boom.
I haven't had a nap in so long I can't remember when. Like,
Yeah.
It'd be at least 5 years minimum, and I would have been pregnant at the time.
You think?
Yeah.
Did you see that look on her face? Like she needed to second
No
guess
good
herself.
naps.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, cool. I've heard of that one. Yeah, that's she's looking up the name
Here
right
we
now.
go. Okay, it is Western Tansy Mustard.
Yeah.
It looks like, let's see, I'll find a good picture of it. Here we go. That may not be a great, yeah, you can't even see. Just look it up. Western Tansy Mustard. It like grows like a weed here, literally. It's everywhere. And it's got a peppery flavor. It's really fun. It gives you a little spice.
A little spice.
A little spice.
Spices up your life a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Ray, you've got like a milkweed. Boil it, strain it, and cook it until it's a dark paste. It's a good antiseptic. That's awesome. Yeah, milkweed is also the only source of food for the monarch butterfly. That is what they. There's like a big push right now to get ranchers to stop tearing it down.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think it's also really bad for your cows, so I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to tell you something right now, Lisa. Ain't a damn thing wrong with Chubby. That's of course the word I prefer is portly. It implies grandeur, like I should have a top hat and a monocle or something. Portly, and that's the shape too. Either that or potato shape. Those are the ones that
I like to think, cuddly, snuggly.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah,
know,
soft,
comfy.
warm on a cold night. Lots of different things. Yeah. Let's see, Doris. Lisa is supposed to write me a book on plants. Yeah, Lisa, come on. Let's get on that. I'll help you promote it.
Would.
And if there's one thing I can do, it's promote stuff, which you're going to find out a little more about in a minute. So cool. Lisa says wild spinach rocks too. Heck yeah. Let's see. Look for golden seal. You should have it out there. It is a great antibiotic.
We don't have it here, but I'm gonna see if it'll grow in our climate.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful, and I would love to have it for its just all the different things you can use it for.
Yeah, the only thing I really knew about golden seal was when I was a teenager, it helped you pass drug tests. You know.
I had no
I
idea.
heard from a friend that did such things.
He's come a long way since then.
Let me tell you. Lila says, so you have mullein growing there wild? Never heard of that. Let's see. Have heard of blue tansy.
Oh.
Yeah,
cool.
that's the stuff that's all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's not really a mustard. It's just mustard colored, right? Or is it really a mustard seed?
See, that's why
I like that, Lisa.
Well, and it's Western tansy mustard, so I would assume it doesn't grow so much on the East Coast, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
Rotund.
Yeah, rotund. I like that. Every time I hear somebody refer to a big round room as a rotunda, I think I could fill that room.
That's awesome. Love it. Love it.
All right, we got a question from Caitlin. Do you guys forage a lot? We haven't in the past, but we're actually getting into it now and really just identifying all the different plants that we have to mess with.
I have this awesome app called Picture This, and it's you can take a picture of a plant and then it'll tell you what it is. I like to scroll through the pictures they have on hand from my picture just to make sure they're the same. And that's how I've learned about all of the things that are on our property so far that I have learned about.
Yeah.
Just recently, after 10 years nearly, that they're edible. So in that way, yeah, and we've got quite a few things.
Yeah, there's quite a few
Yeah,
things.
the kids think it's amazing. Like, can I eat this?
Yeah.
Like, let's find out.
Yeah. We also just recently found out that app will also identify insects.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's like, it's like $20 for the year. Worth it.
Yeah, totally worth
Love it.
Roy says plantain for bug bites. Heck yeah. I would love to have plantains here. When we would go to a Brazilian steakhouse called Tecas de Brazil or something like that. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. Texas de Brazil, maybe is better. How would you say that in Brazilian Portuguese? Anyway, and they had these fried plantains that were so good. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, mullein. It's the best for chest complaints. That's very cool.
Oh. Man.
Make sure they're exactly
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Especially the edible ones.
Yeah.
I do make sure.
Yeah, we double, triple, quadruple check.
Like,
yeah.
Yep.
So on this subject of all of these wonderful things that make us happy, one of my absolute favorite things to do is to see the people around me or that I'm connected with, even a little bit, doing well, succeeding at their goals, accomplishing things that they really want to accomplish. And so it is my great pleasure to tell you about a family that we met online called the Ozark Family Homestead. And they have a YouTube channel, and they just recently passed a milestone that is very difficult to get to, and 99% of people who start YouTube channels never actually arrive there. And they are just a wealth of knowledge. They have 7 kids, so we learn from them on, tricks that we can do to kind of
Be more efficient.
Be more efficient with our small by comparison family. So I want to just show you guys. I just realized I didn't have a microphone active while I was showing you that picture. But so that's their channel, and I wanted to show you this this little snippet from one of their videos, and we'll take it from there because this is something that should be celebrated and congratulated. So we're going to go back.
Hey guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead. It's a busy, fun day today. I got spies back here. We're having our YouTube party tonight. This party is supposed to be for us celebrating 1,000 subscribers. We're now over 1,600 though, since we've scheduled the party, and I don't know if the people coming to our party know it, but we're going to announce that we have hit our 4,000 watch hours, and we are able to be monetized on YouTube now. So Ozark Family Homestead is going to be bringing in some money to this Ozark family, and that's exciting for us. So I'm just going to take you along with little snippets of our preparation today, and hope to film some at the party tonight too. We're expecting about 50 people to be here, over 30 of which are children, because our friends pretty much all have large families too, for the most part. So it's an exciting day today. It's a fun day today, but we do have a lot of work to get done before everybody gets here tonight. So
How cool is that?
Hey.
Yeah, and so they've worked really hard on it, and one of the things that I think is so impressive and just a testament to how much knowledge they have and they share is that they reached that monetization milestone, which is you have to have over 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. They made that in 72 days. They made it from not having a channel to being monetized in 72 days. So I really would love it if you guys would go over to their channel, say hi to them, subscribe to them. There's so much you could learn from them, and tell them that we sent you. I'd really like that. We're actually going to have Janice on the live stream here in the next couple weeks, and as a special guest, because that's going to be something we can start doing. It's going to be awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I like what Josh has to say here. Everyone slam the like button and share button. Views going up. Let's keep it going. These folks deserve our support. Well, I
Thanks,
appreciate
Josh.
it that you think that. Thank you so much, man. We never, really take on the viewpoint that we deserve anything. We just want to entertain people, and we want to provide any kind of information that we can that's helpful.
Spice in a little joy.
Let's spice in a little joy, a little bit of happiness, and an occasional 5-year-old, coming into our live stream area, knocking down paintings and stuff.
It happens.
It does
right?
happen. It does happen. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you did all of these things. And also, we're really trying to build out the YouTube channel so that maybe we can catch up with the Ozark Family Homestead, and get up to that 1,000 subscribers mark. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to do that. Let's see, Doris. I will check them out. You know what's funny is they're gonna have a bunch of people go over there and start commenting on their videos and everything. Yeah, I came from 7Kin Livestream, and she has no idea that I did this today. So, it'll be a fun surprise for her.
Surprise.
Yep. Let's see. Yep, we homeschool. Yeah, we absolutely love it. It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Josh, FYI, when you show their channel, it muted you. Yeah, definitely. I forgot to add a microphone input because I was just going to show their video, but then I decided I got to show their homepage too. So, yeah, and Lila, congratulations to the Ozark family. Yeah, it's really a huge. I mean, it's something that should be celebrated, and those, like it. The whole topic that we're talking about today are the little things that bring you joy. And I think one of the areas that people miss is observing the smaller amount. You get a lot of joy when something good happens to you. And maybe it's a smaller amount of joy when you see something that happens that's good to someone else. Man, that was quite a run-on sentence. But it is joy nonetheless, and if you can't celebrate the wins and victories of the people around you, I don't know, you're probably not somebody I want to hang out with. So
that's my favorite. That brings me more joy than, that is the thing that brings me joy is other. I was a teacher, so
it's
that's what made me a good fit for that.
It's part of that life.
Enjoy helping the success of others.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know.
Totally.
Yeah.
So again, that's Ozark Family Homestead, and you can find them on YouTube. They're amazing. So definitely check them out. And I know it's pretty easy to think like that kind of a promotional action that we just did probably cost them a good pretty penny. But that is not the case. And in fact, that brings us to our next segment that we're going to do, which is... This is an ad nobody asked for.
Nobody's paying us to make this ad.
Oh. I made all this stuff this morning. It'll be polished a little better in the following. But I'd love to hear what you have to think, or what you think about the stuff that we're doing a little differently now. Put it in the chat. I'd love to go back and check it later. Have you decided on new day and time for live? I see the survey, but I was a little bit too late. Let's do this before we start our ads nobody asked for segment. Yeah, so we're gonna do 6 p.m. on Wednesdays, and that's Pacific time, so 9 Eastern. So we actually made an ad before we came out here that nobody asked for, and we thought that would be a great way to start. Plus, it'll give us just a little bit of break to drink some coffee and drink some water, and then we'll get right back to it. But I would love to hear in the chat what you think of this fun little ad. So, what's your name? This is an ad nobody asked for.
Nobody's paying us to make this ad.
Oh.
Why? Because it's fun.
Why? Because it's fun. Exactly. See what Doris says. I love all the stuff you're doing now. I'm really glad, Doris. It is an incredible amount of fun. And you know, if I can make people laugh, even when it's at my my own expense, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. Let's see, Shawnee. Oh, you're the other twin. Hey,
Oh, cool.
how you
Nice.
doing?
Nice.
Very cool. It's a good thing you really don't, you don't really drink. You would be, much if you did. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's probably true. I would, yeah. That's not a good thing for me. I do like an occasional cocktail. You know, I do a little rum and coke or whiskey and coke, but it's like once every fiscal quarter. You know, it's good. So that's funny. Yeah, you like our ad? Nobody asked for. We did that little song and recorded it all this morning and auto tuned it. It was It was fantastic. Right. Hey, Rachel, how's it going? Whoa, the chat just took a crazy jump. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of fun, and that's why that's one of the reasons why we want to move the live stream to the 6 o'clock on Wednesday night. We can have so much more fun with it, and there's no more stress of it being like having to get there on time, and yeah, it's
Hi.
it's going to be a lot better to do that. Hi, Brooklyn.
That's fine.
Hi.
Josh says, "Yeah, that was freaking epic." Yeah, you like that? That was still when my beard was a little bit shorter. Hey, one thing I forgot to mention: we have another page, another Facebook page called Kin Media, which is our small business that we have, and essentially the sponsor of this particular live stream. That's the ad that somebody did ask for, and we actually shot about a 10-minute behind the scenes documentary about the making of that. It's super interesting. I'll post in the comments later the link to that, but it's really good. It's just, I don't know, for me it was really good. Caitlin, you guys are hilarious. Well, thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Josh Curtis, more of that content. It definitely splits up the monotony. Yeah, that's what I watched one of our episodes, and I was like, man, some of this is monotonous. We got to split it up. And so I think we're on the same wavelength, Yeah. That was very well made. That poor girl getting crushed in the video, though. Yep. You know what was even funnier about that is when we went up to the place where we filmed it, there was like other people around. So we're walking in with a camera and an inflatable mattress, and they're like, "What the heck is going on here?" And we used it as a crash pad so that I wouldn't actually crush her, because that's what would have happened, And so yeah. And I 100% support more of those videos. Heck yeah. Brooklyn Rachel says hello. Yeah. Oh, Rachel, it's actually on YouTube too. It's the channel is called Kin Media. So you can just it's like at Kin Media 303 or something like that, which I don't know why, it just is. So yeah. But yeah, so anyhow, just to kind of recap, take the time to stop and smell the roses. It sounds cliche because it is, but it's also very, very true. In this particular life that we're all living these days, the pace of things is so incredibly fast that it's necessary to just step outside of the stream of stuff that has to occur every day and just kick back and look around. See something that makes you smile. Go inspect it, if it's like a weird bug that you've never seen before and it's like on a flower, you just walk up to it and grab the flower and look at it and like really get it, and just take the time to enjoy those things that make you smile. If it's you have a family, spend time with the family. Do something fun with just one member of that family. With Vegas, I like to go outside and dig holes. Just kidding. But there's so much stuff that we take for granted because it's always there. It is really, really, really important to just stop and appreciate those things that import joy into your chaotic life. Yeah. You have anything you'd like to say about that?
I think that the small things really actually make up are bigger.
It's like the sum of the whole is greater than its parts.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
like
pulled it out of nowhere.
It's like when you're building something, it's all these little things, but then it's this monumentous building or structure. But all those little parts, all those small things.
It's true.
And those are my favorites.
Yeah.
My favorite things.
That's why you're such a happy little camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
I love you, love. You're the best.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's funny. We're going to get to that comment in just a second. I'll find it on YouTube. Yeah. Now, I like to give people choices. I know that Facebook is a divisive place. And Caitlin says, family first. Isn't that the truth? And you gotta really do that. Even when that thing, putting your family first, can cause other areas of life to have some friction. It doesn't matter. No matter how much friction it causes, the family is 100% first. 100%. 100%ly. And Josh says, I think most people dig holes with Vegas. Yeah, that's pretty funny, you know. And there's lots of holes out there in the desert, you know. But Vegas is the younger of the two twins by 4 minutes. Yeah. He happens to also be 3 inches taller and probably a good 10 pounds heavier because he was standing on his brother in the womb.
That's my food.
That's my food. He was like full on. They were like in a T shape where Jackson was on the bottom like this and Vegas was standing right on top of him. It's pretty funny. So what'd you guys think? We put together all of this additional stuff. We wanted to also show support for our friends that we've met online that we are celebrating their big victory today. We had the ad nobody asked for. We had the little things segment, which I thought I showed the intro to that to the kids this morning and told them it was probably going to haunt their nightmares, which I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah. What did I just watch?
What did I just watch?
That's funny.
Yeah. So we did all of this stuff a little differently, and we got the new digs. We're in our live streaming editing bay. We didn't even mention it, but that's where we're at. We did what was it, Tuesday night or Thursday night? We did a little live stream, which we didn't think anybody was going to watch, and it ended up being our most engaging live stream that we'd ever done, which is when we decided, yeah, we should probably change this up a little bit.
Yep.
So let's see what Back to Good Off Grid, that's Rachel, has to say here. Hubby and I actually made an FB, but just to access Marketplace, LOL. So we don't really use it for the other purposes anymore. Yeah, I get it. You know, I'm experiencing a really strange thing on Facebook right now. After we got to 1,000 subscribers on our Facebook page, all of a sudden it's like Facebook started putting it out to a lot more people. And now just in the last couple days, we've had a ton of people follow the page, but they're from like Africa and India and Malaysia and all these places that are well outside of our area. So I don't know if that's a good thing or somebody put me on a list, you know, and said, make sure you follow this guy so, you know, we could do something nefarious. And maybe that's just me being xenophobic, but like, I don't know what to think about it. So who knows? Who knows? That being said, um, Rachel says, I missed the beginning, but I'll go watch it after the live. I love all the cool bits you guys throw in. The studio throne is the best. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We our last live stream that we did in the middle of this past week, we talk about this room.
So yeah, so go check it out. If you want to hear the true skinny, the straight dope, as they say. Yep. Oh, Doris, thank you so much. Love it all. Getting so much better. Yeah, I'm really happy that this went the way that it did today, because when you start adding in all the additional technology, and mind you, we're in the middle of frickin' nowhere on a mountain. So being able to put all of this stuff together with power that we generate ourselves, and you know, I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. I just watched YouTube videos to learn how to do all of this, and so the practice is definitely making better, which is Carrie's music teaching term. Practice makes better, not perfect.
Yeah. You want to have realistic expectations.
Yeah. Doris says, you know, I dropped Facebook. I don't know what I am really going to do next. Well, I'm going to start building out the community page on our channel here on YouTube. So you're welcome to hang out as much as you want. And I did talk to Roy last night about helping you establish a Facebook that is a lot more difficult to hack or clone or anything else like that. So whenever you're ready to do that, you just let me know, and I'd be happy to help you, Doris. Let's see, the deleted one of my 7 pages I had for crazy reasons. Oh, they deleted one of my 7 pages I had for crazy reasons, and I was just done. It was my biggest page and took me years to get it the way, that way. Was very disappointed. Yeah, sometimes that kind of stuff is just like, it's just so bothering. It's so bothery-y to me. It's unfortunate. Dang hippie. Kelly is really getting to you. Yeah. Yeah, it'll do that. Luckily, we're in a part of California that is unlike all other parts of California. We're actually the I don't know if you know anything about this subject, but our county, Siskiyou County, is the state capital of the mythical state of Jefferson, which you know, is like Northern California and Southern Oregon, because they're a totally different world from the rest of California. It's like, it's not a thing. The only traffic jams we ever get in are behind a combine.
Cattle truck.
Yeah, maybe a cattle truck. Yeah, Doris. No, I have found a lot of my trouble came from China because I talk about what they do to our food. Oh yeah. Wow, that's interesting. So they like specifically targeted you. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's something that we can do something about though. So let me know whenever you're or if you even want to. You may not, but I know you've worked really hard on your group, and I don't want to see that go to the wayside because I get a lot out of it. So, all right, well, I'm gonna stay on for another minute or so, and then and if you guys have any more comments or questions, or if I missed any comments, which I know I did, let me just go back here. Boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Hey Pam, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, check out the beginning of the video too. We have a starting now video that plays. I added a countdown clock to it, so you know, like,
How long
how long am I going to be waiting? When does it really start? And because I figured if you guys know us, you know that video could just loop for hours before we're ready to go live. Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
Okay, we had some comments up here that I missed. I'm going to pick them up right now. So, Lila, let's see. Blue tansy can also be a euphoric in bigger amounts. Interesting. Going to cross-reference them now. Curious, it grows wild here. We also have chickweed, jewelweed, and opium lettuce, and tons of... Oh, yeah, I was thinking of the fruiting kind. But the wild opium lettuce, that's just what's it called? It's just called wild lettuce, right? That's the stuff that you boil, and it's like, it has the pain-killing effect of opium without the high aspect of it, which is pretty cool. Bye, Seattle. We have our little like dais that will just kind of like chill here in the side. They'll come in, see what we're doing, all of that jazz. Let's see. Caitlin, we have wild rose hips that grow here. Great for vitamin C. Oh yeah. I was actually watching. I do these deep dives. I get hyper focused on a subject, and then I just want to know everything about it. On tea last night, on the wild forageables that you can make teas out of. Fascinating, fascinating.
Cool.
But yeah, that was one of them. Was wild rose hips.
It's very cool.
Oh, Roy said this earlier, not the fruit plantain. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to look into it now because the only plantain I know is high in carbohydrates. So let's see what Josh has to say. My daughter just heard you and said portly describes fat British man. Yeah. Yeah, right? Like you got to have the top hat, the monocle, flowing coattails, but also, you got to use a lot of material to cover someone who's portly with a suit.
That is funny.
All right. Well, I think we picked up all of the past ones that were like, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Lisa has a question. How's the rebuilding coming? Well, it is coming along. We now have one full room, one entire room in our house, which is remodeled, and it's the room that we're in right now. Tells you how important I feel like these live streams and also the ability to do work without being interrupted is.
I mean, granted, before we were in the hall, which you can imagine as a walkway,
It was terrible.
doubling as a workspace, it's not very conducive to not having interruptions, especially when that hall is like a main thoroughfare.
Mm-hmm. It's the only.
Yeah, and then
the only thoroughfare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it's coming. And we also got the back room that used to be the master bedroom. We kind of set it up as like a little front room because our bed is too big to fit in there. So our front room is now mom and dad's bedroom.
And living room.
And living room-ish area. It's where the TV is. And then the back room has our two black leather couches. They're like the electric recliner couches they're just way too big to put anywhere. We have to build. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
That's the answer to your question.
Yeah, the library conversation.
It's the
We've got
library.
books, and I love it.
I do
and
too.
Toys for the kids.
It's really nice back there. So we have yeah, we have a lot of work to do. We're going to actually build some additions on next week. I'm going to be flying down to Southern California to help Carrie's mom, Karen, pack up the rest of her stuff. And then I'm driving her motorhome up here, and she's following behind in her car. And she's officially moving up here, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And she's a super hard worker, so we're going to find, I think what we're going to end up finding out is that we'll have a little more time, a little more resources to get some of the things done that need to be done, because she can hang out with the kids, or she can go for a walk with the kids while we're trying to get something finished. So I think that's gonna increase that whole, rebuilding aspect of things. But we also have gotten a ton completed with the chicken coop, the solar array, the other stuff. Oh, I forgot to say, I got my plastic welder yesterday, so I started welding up the water tank that was damaged when the thieves tried to steal it with 200 gallons of ice in it. Idiots. And it's like beat up, but I started welding it up, and it's working great. It's working great. So, yeah, that's...
So soon we'll have the ability to have our water tank filled.
Yeah.
Real lovely.
It will be super lovely.
Lovely.
So there's the answer to your question. Let's see, Josh. Can we talk about your garden plans? We are so behind with our tiller going down Spokane, Washington here. Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of why we're doing the Back to Eden method, or the no-till garden method. we're doing it a little differently than is recommended, and we'll see if it works or not. It seems to be working now, but it's been very hot and very dry for long enough that it's not, we're having to come up with water like we're pulling it from the sky.
Yeah,
in
without
order
the
to-
water tank, I'm like making little trips out,
Yeah.
which I enjoy doing with the children. But
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's a lot.
yeah, it's looking good. I think today it was about almost 25 gallons that I watered. We've got nearly 80 plants in there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But they're doing pretty good. There is definitely some that are not liking the heat. The watermelon did not like the heat at all.
Fortunately, though, I have 4 or 5 watermelon starts. They're like this big that I grew from seed. So they have a spot that they can go in the garden because I have probably 30 other starts of things that I'm going, I don't know where you're going to go.
I don't know where you're gonna go. Yeah, so that's what's happening with the garden right now. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 or 5 beds?
4.
4 beds built out.
Different sizes.
Yeah. And in those 4 beds, there's the 70 plants. So, and then a couple containers as well. So, we've got a potato container and, those big blue molasses. They're not barrels, but they're like,
Big.
15-gallon buckets that you get molasses in. We're growing potatoes in one of them, and as it grows up, we'll cut the bottom off of another one because we've got a few of them, and then stack it on top and keep filling it up with hay or whatever.
Which, by the way, there's some popping through.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they've
good.
been
I was
so
wondering. I
cute.
checked them yesterday, and there wasn't anything, so it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Lila, love the ad. Isn't that good?
That was super fun.
It was so much fun to make, and I really recommend watching that little documentary that we made about it because it is it's like a short Netflix documentary. I mean, it is really good. You actually kind of get to see what our life was like back when we were in the city a little more. So let's see. Lila says there are 2 kinds of wild lettuce. I have tried it a couple times after a surgery, but that 3 times in 10 years. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Threw it in the coffee maker and slept like a baby.
That's
Sweet.
cool.
I'm so there's this thing called the Sleepless Elite, and it's something that's been around for forever. But they're people who genetically are predisposed to sleeping 4 to 6 hours a night, right? And I am one of those people. And
Wow.
I would love to be able to get more sleep than that, but I wake up and I'm ready and my body is done sleeping after 4 to 6 hours of sleep. But I do find that on the rare days when I get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I feel a lot better, physically, like aches and pains and that kind of stuff. Because I got a big body. I'm moving around a lot of mass, so there's some energy involved in that. So. Whoa!
Whoa.
You had to pause us for a few. Well, you take care of those hornets. That's not okay. We had one fly in the house yesterday, and I was like, that's a freaking murder hornet.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it was gigantic.
And it flew right back out.
You did.
But
if we would have smashed him, there would have been a puddle. Way to go. Well, thank you. Let's see. Tell the lids they can come off. Oh, kids, they can come on at Tuesday, Wednesday to say hello. Might work for. Oh, cool. A week or 2. My boys are 31 and 24. They grow so fast. Yeah. Oh man. They're all becoming like real life human beings. They're not like humanoid pre things anymore, which is amazing.
Yep. I hear they grow fast.
Yeah, I hear they do too.
So I like to spend all those cute little moments that I can with them.
Totally.
Mm.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Rachel subbed on 7 Kin Media. That's pretty fantastic.
Guess we'll
That's awesome. Yeah,
do some stuff on.
yeah. I really haven't put much create into it. We got ourselves into having a couple of customers that kept us extremely busy, but now it's a little different. So we'll be getting back at it. It'd be kind of funny though, like people will be able to see me as a homesteader and then me as a video producer, which is
That's great.
kind of a funny mix. I mean, all that really means is I'll wear a different hat. Like it won't say if Papa can't fix it, we're all screwed. It'll say like if Papa can't capture it in camera, then color grading won't occur or something.
Oh, there was this really awesome mug that I wanted to get. It's got a picture of a camera on it and it says I shoot things.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, you should definitely get that.
Yeah.
Lila says, kids not lids. Yay. Safe and happy travels and can't wait to see all the smiles when she arrives. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're all excited.
We're all super
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, and she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is. And
Yeah.
and we'll have her in. We'll have her into like, and it'll be interesting too because we'll have her on the live stream and we'll interview her about how life is. And, you know, our particular colored glasses are rosy, right? And so I'm interested to see what her colored glasses are going to be. That's going to be a very interesting thing to see.
I think she'll love it.
Oh, she's going to love
She
it.
wants to be here and she's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
Yeah, really smart thieves. Yep. Yeah, they sure were. Yeah, yeah, just smart enough to know, like, yeah, never mind. I know some things now that I didn't know, but I know now. Anyhow.
Whoa. That looked intimidating.
Did it?
Yeah.
I hope they're watching. Anyway, totally off subject. Have you ever panned for gold there? Why, yes, we actually have. And I mean, I'm no expert or anything, but we do have a really nice Keen sluice box. We have many pans, assortments of shovels.
It'll be so fun to go and do again.
Yeah, and we just actually found out that a very close friend of ours just bought a gold, or has now a gold claim about 40 minutes away from us. So we will be doing quite a bit more of the gold here pretty soon. Yeah, it's really nice once it like the water warms up for the kids and everything. I'll go and I'll just get gold fever, and you won't see me for like a month. And I'll come back. My beard will have grown down to here. It's like, okay, I'll talk like, yeah, I was out there on the mountain and I found so many golds. Like that, you know. I'll come back.
Eat your miner's lettuce.
Yeah, I'll eat my miner's lettuce to avoid scurvy, and I will come back a cartoon character. I guarantee it.
That's awesome.
All right, let's see what we got here. Buckets, pots, bowls, anything that will hold dirt you can grow in.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to start seeing that happen. So,
Yeah.
and that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? You feeling better? Good. Look at, he got a haircut. Look at this guy right here. This handsome man. He's over here. He's gonna just be like, people are gonna be asking him for dates and whatnot, you know. And he could be like, "Are we going Dutch?" No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right. Let's see what. Lila, let's see. You can hang 5-gallon buckets on trees or posts and grow well too. That way you save space. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna look into that. Yeah. Thank you, Lila. I'm gonna see what of the things I have that might just work like that. Nice.
Yeah. We're trying spuds and barrels again.
Okay.
Heck yeah. I've there's so many ways to grow potatoes. It's amazing. Caitlin, you know, potatoes love straw. I have a little story that I want to tell you guys. And it's not a story about straw, but a story about hay. And there was a little joke in there. But I was driving back from town, and I saw on the side of the road a 4-string bale of hay. And I'm like, I'm going to go back and get that because I could use it to line the chicken's coop, and we're doing the deep litter method and with the chicken coop, and so you always need more stuff to put in there. And so I opened up the back of the Cadillac and I stuffed this 4-string bale into the back of it. Made a huge mess. And let me tell you, Escalade's a beast, and it does a really good job of shuttling people around. But it was not designed to have a 4-string bale of hay in the back of it. So I pull up at home, open the back, and the whole thing is just full of hay. So I get it all out, and you know it had fallen off a truck, so you know some of the strings were broken, and so it just made a big pile right behind the thing. But Carrie comes out and she's like, "Oh, did you see that on the side of the road?" And I was like, "Yeah,"
I saw it.
because she saw it the day before, and she was trying to figure out how to load it up because we're on the same wavelength. But
I had a full car.
you know, so I've got a 4-string bale on my shoulder. I have to run about 100 yards with it to be able to stuff it in the back of the truck because it was a real narrow area there. And but I got it, and the chickens love it. So yeah, but there's a bunch of it left, so I may actually try as I'm building up the containers and the potatoes, I may actually try just using the hay because that might be really fun to try. Cheyenne, got to do some yard work. Yep, time to do some choring, Cheyenne. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and it was nice to meet you in the chat.
Have fun.
Uh-oh, Josh is in trouble. Wife just told me our tote full of seeds got left outside by my mother. Oh, I guess Josh's mother is in trouble. The lid wasn't secured, so it was full of water. Oh, yay for us to get to spend more money to build our seed bank back up. Speaking of which, maybe consider a seed exchange with all of us each spring or fall. We can all help each other out. Hey, that's a great idea,
That'd be
Josh.
really cool.
Maybe
Yeah.
I will look into what it would take to organize that because there's I think we just do it on the DL because there's like things that you have to be able to have in to send seeds over state line. Because I had looked into something like that years ago. I can't remember the details because city life made that part of my life fuzzy. But yeah, I will look into that because I think we can figure out a way to do that. Yeah. Lisa is also a member of the Sleepless Elite. Oh. Hey, Ozark Family Homestead. You're going to want to go back and watch part of the earlier part of this video because we did a whole segment on your channel and how you got to being monetized in only 72 days. And we showed a little bit of that clip from your video on there. And hopefully I got a couple of people to go on over there and say hi to you. So yeah, if you get a chance, go back to the earlier part of the video. It's probably within the first 15-20 minutes. And check that out. We're really happy for you, and we had a bunch of congratulations in the chat and people checking you out. So yeah, it's good to see you too. Hey James, Hello from Alaska.
Alaska.
That's so awesome, man.
Cool.
Alaska. It's just beautiful, beautiful country. All right, Jason, we are fully set up with 3 Cricuts, 1 sublimation printer, hat press. Oh, circuits maybe. Hat press and mug press. If y'all need a hand with merch, or if Carrie finds something else she loves,
Thanks, Josh.
just send me the design. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, as long as it's not someone else she loves, we're in. Yeah, we're in. That's great.
What?
I mean, you know what I mean. I'm being cute.
Cuddles with mom.
You know
This is Jackson, by the way.
This is Jaxie Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's spelled like Jason, but with an X instead of an S.
You want to wave? You want to wave with a hello?
Say hello. You got the cutest little voice. I love that guy. Ah, the handsome guy. Look at that. You're already. See, I told you, you're gonna get starting to get asked out on dates and stuff. Yeah, hanging strawberry buckets from trees would be cute. Yeah, I love the way that strawberries look when they're growing upside down. It's like an upside down Christmas tree. It looks like to me.
Tomatoes, right?
Yeah, they have the little topsy-turvy things.
Right. Yeah.
That's not what they're called, but it's the idea I get when I think of that product. So Doris, so is it this Wednesday or the next Wednesday you start? That's a great question, and we are going to start this Wednesday so that we don't miss a week, because I'm going to be gone next weekend. So I'll be back by Wednesday, and if not, I'm going to just jump on my phone and do something. It's going to be great. Great idea, Josh. They don't like peeps doing that. You know why? Yeah, you know what I mean? Freaking guys. What? I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, I meant to send you a message this morning, and then I didn't, because I was putting together the other stuff that we were doing, and it was the last. I was like, oh, I want to mention that, so I set it all up in the computer, and then it was time to go live, and so we were already a half hour late. I apologize for that, but I'm glad you can go back and watch it. It was very cool. And it looks like back to good off grid. Rachel, she's awesome. She's very, very engaging, and I really like her. Just sub to Ozarks. Very cool. Doris, a great idea with the seeds. Leona has some old plants that she saves and trades them. That's a great idea. Rachel's saying, hi, Jackson. Hi.
Look in the cameras right there.
All right. Let's see what Josh says here. When it comes to merch or crafting, maybe leave it to Carrie. It is not electrical. It is a printer called a Cricut. Oh, a Cricut. I know what a Cricut is. Hey, let me tell you a little something. I'm a pretty crafty guy myself. But I was thinking to myself, 3 circuits. But you have 3 Cricuts? That's amazing. That's like industrial version. My mom wanted a Cricut really, really bad. She's she makes like craft books for people. And then my brother owns a metal. He makes metal working tools, like silversmithing tools and metal stamps and those sorts of things. So yeah, I think we should talk on that, because I do have some ideas for things that I want to do. Rachel, with the big I'm sure that message there is for you, Jackie boy. So anyhow, well, it has been super fun. I'm glad you guys all hung out. I'm glad you liked the little segments we did, because it was very different than what we normally do. And as Josh so eloquently said, the little segments that we did really breaks up the monotony. And that's what I was going for. So we hope that it entertained you and that you had fun hanging out with us. This has been the most engaging chat that we've ever had on a live stream. And Doris just said, Jackson, you're a good-looking young man. See? Pretty soon they're going to start asking you to prom. And Joe's like, boy, have they gotten big. Yeah, I could still take them, though. Even if they gang up on me. Yeah, thank you so much. Back to Good. You have a new subscriber as well. Yay! I love seeing that. You see, remember what I said earlier? If you can't celebrate the wins and victories and small bits of joy that come from seeing the people in your life and your environment to do better, then you're probably not somebody I want to hang out with. So on that, I shall bid you adieu. Check us out Wednesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to start this out. And we're hopefully going to be able to bring you a lot more of the fun little skits and all of that stuff, okay? So we love you. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Get lots of stuff done this week. We know how much there probably is for you to do. And we will catch you in the middle of the week in the evening. See you later, guys.
Bye. You want to say bye?
Say bye. Oh, shucks. You guys are great. Thanks, Ozarks. Yeah, they are. You're going to love their channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we made bread. Like, we had to substitute a few of the things from their recipe. This is the after the show. This is like after the show comments. And we made bread that same day from watching the video that they made making bread, which was phenomenal.
Yep.
And there was like little tricks that she did in there that were just golden. I'm gonna let you check out the videos to be able to find out for yourself. But like one of them specifically was like, I can't believe I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah. I know which one you're
So,
yeah.
all right.
Yes.
All right, Janice, you have a good one. And anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. I love you, and we'll see you on Wednesday.